What's going on, guys? So, this is actually part 14 of Hogwarts Legacy, which is insane. I can't believe that, you know, we've come this far. But yeah, we're on part 14 now, so I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Hopefully you guys are loving it too. So we've got quite a lot to do. But I did notice that this has came up for the Beasts class with Professor Howin. I definitely want to go and take a look at that because I've been waiting for the Beast to come along. So we've got a few main quests which maybe we should take a look at. So Aloha Mora we get from this one, which is definitely going to be very useful. So I think we'll focus on these two. We'll see how long these take, and then if we can get these two out the way, and we've still got a bit of time, maybe we'll look at doing some of these side quests. So yeah, let's start off with Beasts. I've been excited to do Beasts, so you know, it's been that's a huge part of the world, and I believe it's there, right there. So it's right in front of us. You know, with the huge part of the story of the lore with, you know, Hagrid and all the stuff from the film and the books. Then you've got all the Fantastic Beast stuff. So, I mean, if they didn't put it in the game, it would have been a bit of a shame. You may have noticed as well that we are now in we're now in like autumn, so the season has actually changed. So, I suppose you could kind of say that means we're like a quarter of the way through. I mean, we're not, we're only 14%, but in terms of like story, I think you can assume that's what that means. So yeah, we started off in the end of summer. We're now into like the autumn season, which is great. Hopefully we get some Halloween stuff, but we'll find out. So let's go to our Beasts class.
Welcome, everyone. I see you've already met some of the many beasts we study in this class. Though be advised, none of these creatures should be taken lightly. They are all in their own way dangerous, especially if one does not know how to handle them properly. Now, it seems many of you are out of practice. Let's take some time to review the basics of how to care for a beast, shall we? Miss Sweeting, would you please assist our new student with the lesson today?
Yes, Professor Howin. Hello, I'm Poppy Sweeting. Don't worry about Professor Howin's speech. She over-exaggerates sometimes. All the beasts in class are perfectly safe. Oh!
Miss Sweeting, pay attention, please. The tongue of a puffskein can be a slippery devil.
Yes, Professor. Here, you can practice on Gerald. Just keep an eye out for his tongue.
Gerald's cute.
Just be gentle.
Gerald's cute.
Think pleasant
So
thoughts. I like to think it enriches his experience.
okay. The Beast Petting Brush is used to nurture magical beasts. Tap the right D-pad and then assign the Beast Petting Brush to your spell set. Okay, so we actually have to assign it as a thing. So let's do that. Give him a little brush.
That's lovely.
Okay, and we've built up a little bit of a relationship, which is cool. So this is going to help us when we get our own.
Would you mind giving him some beast?
So yeah, let's assign the food as well, and let's feed him.
What do you suppose the pellets taste like to Gerald?
He's great.
Pudding, I like to think. I think we can safely say that Gerald likes you.
That's good news. He seems very nice.
He is. Kindness is one of his best qualities, right after ambition and cleanliness.
Good work, everyone. Now, let's make our way to the pens and select another beast. And please, do be careful as you feed and groom them. Miss Sweeting, why don't you show our new student to the Neasels in the farthest pen?
This way. The Neasels are over here.
Lovely. I like Poppy. She's nice. She's sweet, if you'll pardon the pun, but she's very nice. She's really lovely.
Oh, couple of Neasel whiskers ought to get me a few canuts at least. Enough to buy something from Honeydukes. Stupid thing.
What in Merlin's name are you doing?
Tuss, peculiar Poppy. Worried about a worthless little rodent.
Her name is Persephone!
Her name is Persephone.
That's really not funny.
Let's go.
Oh, he's getting all high and mighty.
Anywhere near this class.
He doesn't even have a name. He's just called Slytherin Student. So yeah, I think I know I sort of mentioned I'd do this, and I do keep forgetting. But I do think when we're in classes, just for I suppose continuity, we'll keep the robes on. I like those ones though. We'll keep the robes on simply because we are supposed to be at school. It makes sense if we're wearing the uniform. I like those ones. Yeah, so we'll keep the uniform on during classes just so we look the same as everyone else.
Instantly. Thank you for your help. Let's carry on. Feed and brush the measles just as you did with Gerald. The measles really took to you. They know a good egg when they see one.
Okay.
As do I.
It appears our time has come to an end. Please close the pens and see yourselves out. Now, where is our new student? Ah, there you are.
Here I am.
I would like a moment, please.
Hello, Professor. You wanted to speak with me?
I did. How did you find your first beasts lesson?
It was wonderful. I believe I'm really going to enjoy this class.
Good. You seem to understand that when beasts are properly controlled, they can play a vital role in our lives. Some provide us with magically imbued materials, if cared for correctly, which does not include torturing them for whiskers. Well done, by the way. Probably best to let me handle it next time.
Yes, Professor.
They're nearly as bad as the Savagers in Rookwood's poacher pack. Sadly, we're the ones who suffer, stumbling over dead beasts. Terrible waste of resources.
Surely the poachers can be brought to justice by someone. The Ministry, perhaps?
An optimistic idea. Now, why don't we focus on more immediate matters that we can control? Professor Weasley has asked that I prepare some assignments designed to help you catch up to the other 5th years. Be on the lookout for my owl. Meanwhile, I also encourage you to study as many beasts as you can on your own time.
Okay, so
Come here.
I do think she's going to give us some stuff to do, but I'd like to experiment a little bit more with this beast is not ready to be interacted with. Okay. We'll give him some food. Oh, and the little one. Don't forget. There you go. Fancy a brush? There we go. Okay, so they've all been taken care of. But yeah, I won't take up too much time with this because it's not important.
Do you need something, Poppy?
Thank you again for saying something to those brutes so that I didn't have to. You were an augury at noon in the desert.
I certainly hope that's a good thing.
It's something my gran and I say. It means that something or someone is a welcome surprise. At least, that's what we decided it meant.
I couldn't stand there and watch them harm the poor thing.
We're of a similar mind. Actually, in light of that, there's someone I'd like you to meet. in the forest.
You've intrigued me. Very well. Lead the way.
I'd hoped I would.
Okay. So I have an idea of who I think this is going to be.
Anyone there. In fact, you're the first.
Really? Well, thank you, I think.
As I said, we think alike. Pleasant surprise.
Yeah, I have an idea of who I think it is, but I won't say anything just in case
We're having.
you're watching and you don't.
Poppy, where are you taking me?
It really is much better if I just show you. Don't worry, we're nearly there. It's just ahead. Stand back. Please meet Highwing. Isn't she just magnificent? Go on, introduce yourself to her. But be careful. You must always show hippogriffs the proper courtesy before you approach them. I knew it! I don't think I've ever seen a hippogriff take to someone this quickly. You can feed and brush her if you'd like. I come and check on her every once in a while. Bring her pasties, tell her what's going on in the castle. You wouldn't know from looking at her, but she's a dreadful busybody.
But yeah, this is exactly who I thought it was going to be. Highwing was in a lot of the promotion, and I'm so excited that we finally got to meet her, because I love hippogriffs. They're probably my favourite beasts.
So, what did you think of Highwing?
I thought she was brilliant. Can't believe you introduced me to her.
I suspected you two might get along.
Are you the reason students have been seeing hippogriffs flying above the Forbidden Forest?
Perhaps. Did you know that once you earn a hippogriff's trust, they'll always be there for you? I've seen it firsthand with her.
How exactly did you and Highwing cross paths?
It's a longer story, but I rescued her from poachers a few years back. Got her to safety and, well, she was fine until recently. You may have noticed that poachers are something of a problem in the area, so I worry they could get her again. And I might not be there next time.
Professor Howin mentioned the poachers as well. She seemed to imply that we couldn't rely on the Ministry to help.
I don't often agree with Professor Howin, but on that, I fear she's right. The poachers' influence is growing. I see them every day in the village, lingering, talking to people. They're up to something. I'm just not sure what.
That does seem strange. Sounds as if they're planning something.
Exactly. I think I'm going to look into it. Find out what's going on. What they're doing.
I think that's a fine idea. Information is power.
And the more I know, the better I can keep Highwing safe.
You seem undeterred. Will you let me know what you find out?
Oh, very well. I will. I should be going, but we'll speak again soon, I hope.
Perfect. So we have that's beast class. That was insane. I loved that. I really loved that. So let's just put some of our spells back. Yeah, that was great. So that's sort of an introduction to the beasts, which we will be able to, you know, look more into later on. So I think I'd like to go and learn Aloha Mora, because I do think that's going to help us out big time. Is that this one? Yes. So we need to go and meet the caretaker. I haven't got any flue flames just yet. Maybe up here. So Yeah, let's go to the grand staircase, and that should get us a bit closer.
Off on another adventure, are we?
And then, once I've learned Alohomora, that should allow me to collect all of the Daedalian keys, which I will probably do off camera because there's a lot of running around and there's a lot of exploration. It may take me a few hours to actually get it done. And that could take up a lot of time, so I think I'll do that off camera, but I will show you what we get out of the chest, because I am looking forward to that. I'm not sure what it's going to be, but with all the effort it takes, it should be good. So let's get into this. It always makes me laugh how they just sort of wake up on the floor.
Hello again, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I was hoping to see you again, my young friend. Gladwin Moon, Hogwarts caretaker, at your service. First, please allow me to apologise if I seemed a bit unsteady when we last met. I'm afraid I had a rather disconcerting encounter. Although I hear your visit to Hogsmeade was even more eventful than mine.
I suppose you could call it eventful. I certainly wasn't expecting a troll attack.
Oh, of course not. And from what I understand, the village was lucky you were there. In fact, my recent visit to Hogsmeade is the reason I was hoping to bump into you. I could use your help with something. Do you see that curious statue over there? Watch what happens when that light changes from day to night. Now, if you wouldn't mind humouring me for a moment, see if you can remove the moon from the statue. Ooh, odd little contraptions, aren't they? It seems the statue vanishes once the moon is removed. Which, incidentally, can only be done at night. Why don't you hold on to that one for now, and I'll explain more as we walk. Ever since that fateful day in the village, those curious statues have begun appearing about the castle. A fair number have been strewn around Hogsmeade. Someone, it seems, is trying to torment me. You see, that day in Hogsmeade, I turned a corner and came face to face with a boggart, or shapeshifter, if you will, which takes the form of whatever scares you most. This one took the form of a Demiguise.
A demig?
Yes! Terrifying creature that can see the future. Wholly unnerving. I encountered one when I was a lad in Korea. Terrible experience. Those statues are Demiguises. The moons, I assume, are an uninspired play on my name. Some jackanapes used a boggart to learn my greatest fear and use it against me. I have my suspicion as to the scoundrel or scoundrels responsible. It is my hope that they will slip up and reveal themselves as the statues disappear. That is why I need your help in removing the statues.
Why me?
A couple of reasons, frankly. First, your daring do against those trolls in Hogsmeade has gained you a reputation for fearlessness. Second, as macabre and hideous as a Demiguise is, most would find my fear of them unwarranted. You, however, have seen how they affect me. I'm at my wit's end, young friend. I simply can't bring myself to go near them. In fact, I know of two statues right here in the faculty tower. Perhaps you could start simply by removing them, so I can go about my evening duties.
I'd be glad to help you, Mr. Moon.
Oh, I knew I could count on you. First, you know how to cast a disillusionment charm, correct? You'll want to do that before wandering the tower at night. Next, you'll notice that the door is locked. However will you get in? Alohomora, that's how.
But what about curfew?
Curfew? Oh, tosh. I sense you're a bit like me when I was your age. Oh, the school was my oyster. And I took advantage of it. Oh, everyone loved me for it. Oh, those were the days. Now, you'll find one statue in the prefect's bathroom and the other in the hospital wing. Good luck. Oh, and thank you.
Okay, so we're learning Alohomora. So we are going to now be able to get through locked doors. So I know some of them have different levels, so I do think we need to upgrade this spell, which I will be doing because that's going to come very useful. So, approach and interact with a lock to cast the unlocking charm. Right, so we do get a little mini game. Use the left stick and right stick to move the sparks and rotate the dials until both corresponding gears are activated. Oh, I see. Okay. See, I think it is just a case of finding the right notch and then finding the right spot. So does that only work if I put that there? Yeah, so it doesn't actually matter which one you're on, as long as you... There we go. Okay, interesting. So it's
Well done.
not as complicated as it looks.
Use a disillusionment charm. No one claps eyes on you. This is a restricted area of the castle, after all.
Yeah, so it's not actually as complicated as it looks. It appears a lot worse. Casting Revelio reveals authority figures and enemy locations. Perfect. Again, if you want to read this, go ahead and pause the video now.
Revelio.
Okay, so there's an enemy there.
Revelio.
Okay, so that's a level 2, so I can't get in there yet. So yeah, it does seem like this spell is something we're definitely going to want to upgrade. I don't know if that's with talent points or if it's through quests, I'm not sure.
Cape flappers that can scarcely tell the difference between Aconite and Asphodel.
Yes, well,
Okay, so we're making good progress so far. My stealth isn't the best. Might as well grab the... Oh, no, 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 no. Okay, so he hasn't actually seen me. That's okay. Perfect. I got a bit scared then. So through here, yeah?
This must be the prefect's bathroom.
Okay, so yeah, let's do this again. So we need to make sure, need to find where that one turns, which is there. And then we need to find this one as well. Yeah, so it's actually quite simple. Once you get the idea, it's actually very simple. Okay.
perhaps Ranrock and Hyssop wouldn't be so combative if the ministers would allow them to have...
There we go. So we got that one.
Or hell, I suppose.
Revelio.
I'm not afraid of a goblin rebellion. My marching...
So the prefect's bathroom was very important in the Goblet of Fire. Yeah, there's a flue flame just here. So we need to get past this guy, so... That does work. Perfect.
Not at the moment, no. Plenty of other perils and pitfalls to send them my way, though.
Oh, nearly. Got it.
But the students are terribly disappointed about Quidditch being cancelled.
I had planned to bet a few galleons on Hufflepuff this
I'm like holding my breath. It's I know it doesn't help, but it feels like it should. So I'm hoping if I can distract him, get him to move away. Ah, no, wrong way. Ah, I was doing really well as well. I was doing so well. So where's this going to drop me? Hopefully I don't have to collect them again. Yes, returned. So I just have to take them back.
About Quidditch being cancelled.
I had planned to bet a few galleons on Hufflepuff.
So what can I do to distract him? There we go. I actually need him to go over here though, so there we go. Perfect. I mean, I know he's the caretaker, but he's still a member of staff. Like, it's a bit reckless to be asking students to break rules, but it's been done before.
Revelio.
Can I get in here? I can't. I can get that. Oh, he's gonna see me. So you can't use Petrificus Totalis on these ones. Oh, no, almost. He almost got me. It'd be a lot easier if I could just like zap him, but I can't. Okay, I think that's it.
Hello, Mr. Moon. I have the moons you asked me to collect.
Oh goodness, you're as fearless as I'd hoped. An excellent start. If we can collect more, it may shed some light on who's behind all this. Of course, I first suspected Peeves. He drove the previous caretaker, Rancorous Carp, to an early retirement with his intolerable buffoonery. But that does not explain the boggart in Hogsmeade, does it? No. I am determined, with your help, to discover the identity of my tormentor.
It's definitely intriguing. I'd like to help you solve this mystery.
You, my friend, are a gentle person and a scholar. And I have something to offer in exchange for your assistance. Now, remember, the moons are only retrievable at night. Thus, I encourage you to use a disillusionment when necessary.
How many statues are there to find?
I don't know precisely, but I've spotted dozens. Seems they're everywhere I look. You have your work cut out for you, if you were to ever unravel their meaning.
You mentioned offering something in exchange for my assistance?
I did. Once you've brought me enough moons, I'll show you even more powerful forms of Alohomora. Not every lock is as easy to pick as the faculty towers.
Understood. I shall keep an eye out.
I appreciate that.
Okay, so
I knew you were the one to ask for help. Keep at it so we can solve this mystery.
So actually, he's the one that's going to improve our spell, which is really interesting. So again, definitely want to do those. However, I do feel like they're going to take a lot of time, so I may do them off camera, just so we can focus on the important stuff. So, where to next? We've got speak to Sirona at the 3 broomsticks. We've got some assignments, or we've got speak to Imelda Reyes for the broom trial. The thing is with these main story quests is that they can be a bit lengthy, and we are running out of time, so maybe let's go and hear what she has to say, and then we'll try and gauge how long it's going to take. If it's going to be a very, very long quest, then we'll pick it up in the next part, but we'll see.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
Hello there. Nice to see you.
Hello, Miss Ryan. I wanted to thank you again for your help with Rookwood and Harlow the day of the troll attack.
Sirona, please. And I was happy to help. Oh, those two are nothing but trouble. Glad you and your friend were here when they found you.
I am too. You were speaking to a goblin here that day.
Yes, Lodgok. He's a friend.
It seems as though you were on good terms with him.
I've known him for years. We met when I was waiting tables here as a student, well before I bought the place. He was cordial enough, but we weren't friends then. His mistrust of wizard kind ran deep.
But you're friends now?
We are. Hadn't seen him in years when he came in a few months ago. But he recognized me instantly, which is more than I can say for some of my own classmates. Took them a second to realize I was actually a witch, not a wizard. Not all goblins are like Ranrock and his loyalists. Lodgok is as worried as the rest of us about what's been going on.
In that case, I'd like to talk with him, about Ranrock in particular. Where might I find him?
I assume your interest is to do with the rumors I've heard about Ranrock working with our friend Rookwood.
It is.
If he's not here, you might find him doing business at the Hog's Head. He's a trusted metal trader. You should mention that we spoke. He can, understandably, be wary of witches and wizards, even ones as young as you. That said, if you're looking for information on Ranrock to help rein him in, you'll find an ally in Lodgok.
Thank you, Sirona.
If you find Lodgok, please give him my best. I don't know what you've done to make such powerful enemies, but please, watch your back.
Okay, so I think we're going to call time there, actually. I feel like this quest is going to be quite lengthy. So we will pick it up in the next part. So thank you once again for joining me. If you have been following the journey from the start, then thank you. If you are joining us now, then thank you also. I appreciate all your time, and if you are enjoying it, please drop me a like, comment on the video, and please subscribe, because it really, really does help, and we can make some more content and continue our journey in Hogwarts Legacy. So thank you once again, and goodbye.